ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Face bastards, King Cobra back at it with another drink combo. We need some coconut rum. We need some sweetened lime juice. Some kiwi energy drink. And some mango and monster energy drink. God damn, that's good.
Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again. You will be banned.
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Just a moment, folks. I'm adjusting my microphone here. I'm having some technical difficulties. I know it sounds like shit. I'm switching mics. Everybody says it sounds like shit. Let's see here. It's a one-man show, folks. Oh, this bloody thing. Give me 1 second here, folks. Restart my mic. What kind of production do we got going on here? There we go, folks. We have just shifted. We have shifted now. Oh, it switches back. Okay, well. There we are. Okay, we are up and running, folks. Testing. Okay. Goddamn Microsoft. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this Thursday night. Another Weirdo Wonderland, folks. And I know that you're getting all excited. I know I'm getting excited because it's not that many more sleeps to the big event. You know what's going on. Yes, that's right, folks. We will be announcing this year's winner of the Golden Lulz Cow. And it's coming soon. It's coming very soon. If things pace out properly, it might fall right on 250, the year-end review, but we'll see how that all works out. Of course, we have the Christmas special, an annual tradition that has become a yearly event, folks. I want you all to join me for that, of course. And, let's just, we got, the Lulz Cow Award is around the corner now. Admittedly, as I said last time, I haven't ordered it. I'm going to order it this weekend. And that's mostly because the fucking strike up here. I'm still waiting on that t-shirt I talked about last time. It's been sitting in Toronto for like a month. So hopefully that gets settled and we get the Lulz Cow. I'm confident we'll get it in time to get it out in the new year. Oh who will be the winner? Who do you think? Our polls have been showing again Von Helton, but there's always a strong Von Helton vote. Of course, in these next neck of the woods, I'm trying to say. But we'll see how it all plays out, folks. We got a little bit of a show. Like I said, it seems like every week it's harder to scrape enough together for a show. You know, I've been complaining about this apparent lull that we seem to be in. But then I get thinking, are we? I mean, really, when you look at it, I mean, is it just that, are we just spoiled? Is it just that the world has just gotten so goddamn crazy? I mean, every time I turn on the news, I mean, what was it, a year or two amongst the pandemic, we had killer bees, we had UFOs. It's looking like 2025 is going to kick off with a lot of crazy stuff. We got lights over New Jersey. We're going to check that out, folks. We got some other news with our cows. Tonight is all killer, though, no filler. We're here for a good time, not a long time, but don't have much from the lesser cows tonight. Oh, we're going to start it off with Targeted, and we'll have a little bit of King Cobra, but it's mostly going to be Von Helton and a little bit of Rev ranting about Foodie Beauty. That still goes on. I thought he said he was going to make no more videos. He's just going to make the one video. I swear he said that. I could be wrong. I could be the one that's crazy. I don't know. But speaking about the whole Shanny thing, and Rev, apparently, as we know, they've been outed. I mean, shocker, they're in the same building. I mean, come on. But there's been a rumor going around that this, because remember, if you go back a few weeks ago when we first tackled this, I named the street, is it for real or is it a grift, right? The breakup. And there had to be an angle, so there's rumor going around that somebody out there offered Shanny like $4,000 to leave Jason. Which would make perfect sense why they're trying to fake that she left Jason. I have no idea if this is true. You guys probably know more about it than I do. But that's what's going around. I'm sure someone like Carrie or Drader or someone like that's already done a video on it. I think that maybe that's where it comes from. I don't know. But that's the story that is out there now. Take it with a grain of salt. I am just your humble correspondent here. I'm giving you the information. You make your own decisions, folks. Isn't that how they always want it? Just shotgun bullshit out there and you guys try to figure it out. Like I said, you guys probably know more about it than me, but that is the rumor. So if true, it would make sense. It would actually, because there's a reason they're pulling this other than just, I mean, one could argue it was simply try to get some YouTube trolls off each other's back or something, right? But I knew there's something up, right? There's something, the reason they're going through this whole fucking, all the bullshit, putting up this facade of them being broke up and living in different, like, come on, man. We know what's up. But anyways, that's a rumor, so I thought I'd get that out to you. Now we have another little bit of news I'm going to get out of the way right at the first of the show. I know people will come later and maybe ask about it. We may have to review it again. But, I pointed out, it's always interesting with Von Helton. There is no bottom. There is no, rock bottom. When you think he's hit it, he's just hit it again and again and again. And even in his failure, he seems to fail. It's just, I've made hangouts in the past called, Even God Trolls Von Helton, and I've pointed out the fact that, he is his own worst enemy. He has weird dreams where he even gets pwned, and it's just, not even his dreams are safe. But folks, even in the digital realm that he retreats to escape reality, he is still a failure. He is still a loser. And to actually get a code to get cucked, folks, he is purposely going out to get modifications to his video games. Yes, Lover's Lab has hit again. People were posting this. Von Helton is cucking himself. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, let's just read. There's a couple posts. But I think the first one is quite telling. And I know you're all on your cheap Chinese cell phones, but we're going to put this up here. It's from Lover's Lab. I'll use a cigarette for this, folks. So he's in the category downloads, advanced animation framework. And of course he's complaining. He's asking again. Von Helton often reaches out. He claims he's working on these mods. He's not. Come on. Anyways. He writes, me and Preston had a female NPC at the pool table. But there was no actual sex. Just kissing. I could have sworn there was sex on the pool table for multiple partners. Or am I getting confused? If there is supposed to be actual sex, how do I fix it? Reinstall? We'll go ahead and look at the second one while you're kind of ingesting that one. He replies back, well, I stupidly reinstalled Buffout 4, XSE plugin, preloader, and address library since all of them said they were updated to NG. And now my custom followers are showing up as men again, damn it. So let's go back to the first one. That one's kind of funny that all his, obviously he's talking about female followers are showing up as men. But let's go back to this first one. I want to read this again. It's interesting right off the beginning here. Me and Preston. Me and Preston, well, I mean, that's back, it should be the other way around, Preston and I. But that, aside from that, had a female NPC at the pool table. But there was no actual sex, just kissing. So he's mad that he can't, take this woman over a pool table in the game. They just kiss. They're supposed to have sex with multiple. So he wants a three-way with his buddy Preston. Or at least he wants to watch. Now it begs the question, who is Preston? So Von Helton is mad that he can't watch this dude Preston in his video game have sex with females. Well, it seems that Preston is one of Von's followers. It's just happens to be a very large black man. I mean, whatever. I'm just pointing out the fact that Von Helton is mad that his mod isn't working in his video game that allows him to watch a large black man have sex with females on pool tables and whatnot. This is Preston, ladies and gentlemen. I just want this all to sink in for a second. That he's going out of his way to modify his video game so he can watch this performance art, apparently. Folks, I'm just reporting the information. I'm not even suggesting one way or another is a good, bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. Von Helton has a cuck fetish, apparently. And he wants it in his video games, and he wants it now. Folks, he wants it now. Oh, with that, let's pour a drink, folks. Someone was gracious enough, someone local that actually watches my content, believe it or not, dropped off at my front door a 6-pack and this lovely toque. Not a beanie. That is a lovely Heineken toque right there, folks. So the Heineken will flow freely tonight. Thank you to that individual. Well, let's have a little sip. I'm pouring one now. Don't know if you can hear it. Oh, it's like an angel dancing on a snow-covered rooftop, folks. Here we go. Oh, that's a good pour, too. That's a really good pour, folks. My goodness. If there were ever omens from the gods, this would be it right here. Let's all have a sip, folks. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing with the mods, like getting the porn mods and the adult mods in your game and shit like that. I mean, if you really want to watch that kind of shit, like, I mean, there's pornography and stuff. Like, does every facet of your hobbies have to be, like, saturated with fucking just dirty... Look, I'm not against, like, some tits and some fucking ass and, there's no angels here, folks. There's no judgment, no angels. But I think I can restrain myself long enough that fucking... If I'm playing a goddamn video game, I don't need to see that shit. I don't... Folks, I just maybe I'm the one that's going crazy. We have a special musical number to kick things off tonight, folks. Please thumbs it up. Get your friends involved. Let's get, And if you want to help out with the Golden Lulz Cow Trophy Fund, you can hit that. The link's in the description. But anyways, let's move on and forward, folks. We got our show to do here.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Social Error here.
It's got the auto-tune crank.
The cover I'm going to be doing on this channel is for somebody who's basically like my little sister, who is a massive Rhea Ripley fan, WWE fan, all the way. And the song I'm going to be doing is actually Rhea's theme, called Demon in Your Dreams. So, sis, hope you like this. Love you lots, and let's get this rolling. This is my brutality! Eat, sleep, bleed. The demons in your dreams. I eat, sleep, bleed.
Jeez, that sounds so good. It's almost like, you know, his volume level is so low that you can't even hear him. It's so like the album. In fact, it's so much like the album, I'm not sure how much I can play of this without getting a copyright violation. I think I can hear him.
The darkness that lives in me. Give you chills. I'll take your soul in your sleep. I'm evil. There's no escaping from me. You or die. This is my brutality. The demon in.
I think the bugs flying in front of the camera is a nice touch, especially since it's December. And you know that. Yeah.
Your dreams don't hit me in your screams. Let's die alive. I am the very God sees. I'll put that soul to sleep. I'll leave you 6 feet deep. Let's die alive. My life is alive. Life, life. My life is your life. Life, life. My life is alive. Life, life.
You know, I hate to say it here, folks, but I think Cyrax's trying to pull a Milli Vanilli here. Albeit an unintentional Milli Vanilli, but, I mean, he's got the voco going. He's got, I'm going to skip this. I'm just going to skip that.
After these messages.
Hey, you guys, it's me, Targeted Citizen. Hope you're having a good day. Been really, really stressful around here. A lot of post-traumatic stress, of course, from the court date coming up. Can't go into a whole lot of it, but still have yet to see my attorney, which is good news for cops, bad news for me, because, attorneys are corrupt too. This is part of the system. Court case is not what I'm here to talk about. If you're a targeted individual like me, you know the name Richard Bruce. Richard Bruce is probably one of the very most famous, if there is, or infamous targeted individuals. He was in the Vice movie, Vice TV show, Vice video, Targeted Individuals. And he was the one, I'll show you a picture. That's Richard Bruce right there. Richard Bruce. Now, he was the one saying, hey, I uploaded reptilian shapeshifter videos on YouTube, and I became a targeted individual, and he's got helicopters that follow him everywhere. LAPD helicopters. Now, I watch a lot of videos from Los Angeles. I watch a lot of First Amendment audits from Los Angeles. It's bad. There are helicopters everywhere, but I know that people don't want to believe me when I record planes and drones literally follow me everywhere I go. Literally follow me, and then they stop, and when I stop, they stop. So I'm not going to shoot down his story, but poor Richard. If I recall correctly, he was in the Navy, and life was, I don't think he was a real successful guy after the Navy. I could be wrong. I'm not here to criticize him in any way. But his latest video, and I'll put the link in the description, these are tailored lives, why not stoned. and targeting race. Now I'm 3 minutes in, and I've got to say that he's lost the plot. And we have to call each other out. Now, I don't listen to a lot of people that tell me a lot of garbage because I know what's happening in my life and I know what I'm dealing with. So Richard ain't going to listen to me because he turns his comments off. So he doesn't have the common courtesy to tell you guys to let you guys communicate with him.
Because I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving.
But he has totally...
I'm all done.
The Gorn Captain has just donated $2.69 through Super Chat. A donation toward the Lulz Cow Trophy.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, folks. We're making the dream come true one at a time. Thank you. Thank you.
He lost his mind. He's sitting there in the first 3 minutes saying, well, for all you guys that are saying you're getting ready to be homeless because you're targeted, well, just think about me. I've been homeless for 35 years. I've stayed at a couple homes in 35 years, but I'm homeless for 35 years. And then Richard Bruce starts going into how the angel Azazel has come to him with a mission. And he just doesn't know if he can do the mission that an angel needs him to do. For one thing, angels aren't going to do anything for us that God doesn't command them to do. And angels are not going to come to us and ask us for favors. So here we are, Richard Bruce, again, because when you watch that targeted individual show from Vice, there was a cop on there, there were some guys from England on there, there were some gay guys from Arizona on there that were targeted. There was a lot of credible people, but the only person that the world remembers is Richard Bruce, who made all of us look like crazy people. Now listen, I've appeared insane to people that don't believe the program, but after years of people saying the same thing with me, they finally come to the realization, wow, wait a second, I was wrong. I thought this was a ploy, a plot. I didn't realize you were being serious. Now I see you're being serious. But here's Richard Bruce, who has done more harm to the targeted individual community of making us look like a bunch of freaking nutbags. And he's been in this 35 years, and he doesn't know about voice to skull. He doesn't know about V2K. He doesn't know the government can put voices in your head. He doesn't know that they can play holograms just like Operation Blue Beam. He doesn't know that it's really not an angel asking him for favors. He doesn't understand that's not an angel asking him for favors, and yet here he is, 22 minutes, 57 views. It takes me days to get 57 views, but he gets it in 22 minutes. And here he is talking to angels. Wasn't that a song from the 80s? She talks to angels. I'm still fighting the bioweapon that got set off in my house. I haven't said one word about it being on me. I've been speaking against it in the name of Jesus. Fighting all I can. Because as soon as you say something negative towards yourself, it'll attach itself to you. So I've been really trying to change my speech.
Fighting off bioweapons in the name of Jesus, folks. If you ever have a problem with a bioweapon, you repel it in the name of Jesus, folks. But nothing seems to be working.
I'm on a pretty good. God's providing for me right now. But can somebody just go and grab Richard Bruce and shake him for me? Or somebody get me a plane ticket. Oh, well, you can't get me a plane ticket because then I got to get a permission from a bondsman to leave the state because I have charges because of a scared cop wanted to get me for resisting arrest when I didn't resist. Will somebody grab Richard Bruce? Whoever is in California right now, whatever. I think Mossy Man, are you still in California? If you're in California, go find Richard Bruce and shake him and tell him to either get with the program or stop making videos. I mean, and here's the worst part. The world, targeted individuals of the world support him. And he does the most damage to us. I got put on this targeted list because I uplifted daily in shapeshifter movies to YouTube. He never would have thought it was, maybe he's seen something in the Navy that he shouldn't have saw, or just like every other targeted individual I met, that your number just pops up and that's why you were targeted. Not, I uploaded an alien shapeshifter movie to YouTube because Richard Bruce has done more damage. And listen, I've done damage too, because people don't want to believe it. People, oh, the government will never do that. Well, you look what the government's doing to people right now in America. When I say the FBI's following me, oh, no, it ain't happening. When I tell you the cops are harassing me, oh, no, it ain't happening. I'll tell you somebody breaks in my house. I'll tell you that my stuff gets hit with EMF, EMPs. I tell you all these things. And if not for me, not the simple fact that I don't have the money to be able to send stuff off to get it checked on, to get it affirmed that this is what happened, well, you just have to take my word for it. But as I've said before, I just didn't go crazy one day and decide, well, I got voices in my head and everything's going to be okay because, you know, I'm a targeted guy. It seems like a pretty cool person to be a targeted individual for, you know, because I want attention. Yesterday, and I'll tell you what my life amounts to. I got up yesterday, went to do my daily chores, and I didn't speak to a single soul all day long yesterday. When I was driving down the road, this woman was in front of me, and she would not get out of the way. She would not get out of the passing lane at all. She stayed in that passing lane the entire time and would not move. And she finally gets over in the other lane, and we come up to a stoplight, and I just sit right there and I just stare at her. And she rolls down her window, and she said he was going slow. He wouldn't move. And she smiled at me. And because I'm trying so hard, I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell. I just don't think I can change what's already going to happen. But I just didn't say nothing. She stared. I was staring at her, and she looked at me. And then she turned away because she's uncomfortable. And then she turned back, and I was still staring at her. And then she looked at me like, oh, God. And then she rolls her window down and says, he wouldn't let me go. He was going slow. And I was trying to get around him. And then she smiled at me. And when she turned around, and then the light turned green, and she took off. And I thought to myself, that was the one and only person all day long that spoke to me. And I didn't even respond. I literally go days without someone speaking to me. And I see people every day. That's how lonely this targeted individual life is. So the people that don't want to believe it, I pray you never have to experience what I lived through. And for all you terror pigs out there, one day this system's going to turn on you, and you're going to find out. You're going to find out you're going to find out how weak you are. That's what you're going to find out. You're going to find out, wow, that some gun, Mr. Townsend's a lot tougher than we thought he was. As you laugh and you giggle when you got your guns and your handcuffs. Oh, yeah. It's easy to beat a man that's handcuffed. Wait till you're all alone and you start getting hit with directed energy weapons, or you're all alone in V2K when you start hearing voices in your head. And what you going to do then? You tell the whole world, here's the weapon. Here's the weapon. I can show you the patents for it. I can show you the explanation of it. I can show you everything about it. Nope. Just crazy. Oh, Richard Bruce. Let me see if I can pull this up so you can listen to him act a fool. Like I said, man, you guys know me. I don't put much time into waiting and listening to hear something.
However, a lot of people don't know this because they don't have anything to compare it with, and so I don't blame them for not knowing it. But here's the thing. These fates can be totally arranged, okay? Now, I don't know if I've detailed this before about my encounter with the angels, where I learned a lot, okay? You're talking with a being that's been through every generation here, the angel of destruction, okay? So
Richard Bruce had an encounter with the angel of destruction. The most infamous targeted individual on the planet, Richard Bruce. And he encountered Azazel, the angel of destruction. And Azazel, the angel of destruction, asked Richard to do him a favor.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? You see, that I've pointed this out before. There's an interesting phenomena that happens. See, crazy people will tolerate other crazy people until their bullshit contradicts their bullshit. Then all of a sudden they'll call them out for being crazy. I always just found that interesting.
he wipes out civilization and all the traces of it, for the most of it, so that the generation following can basically start afresh, and I think that's necessary for the experiences. So, and so God sent them to do all this, okay? But what I learned from this being, very powerful being, and very interesting, is that they can take anybody, even these angels. Now, of course, the Lord maybe himself does. I mean, I don't know how it exactly works, but these angels, I know Azrael could take somebody and set them up in a whole situation, and I might have had that done for me. However,
in other words, the angel was going to set Richard up in an apartment somewhere and give him all he wanted. Oh my gosh. Somebody go find Richard and shake him, please. Tell him to shake him. That man, he talks about God and how he reads his Bible and he'll quote a scripture, but this man lacks the discernment of a 2-year-old. God bless. Richard Bruce, everybody.
We'll be right back after these messages.
America! Hey! I don't give a fuck! Yeah! YouTube, it's your boy King Cobra back at it with another video, son. We got a little bit of Wendy's action. We got a single pattied mushroom bacon cheeseburger with everything on it. Add mayo, pickles, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, American cheese, and Asiago cheese. And we got a salted caramel medium frosty to go with it. Need I say more? Tear that bag open, got the napkins. On full effect. They gave us a spoon for our frosty. That's most definitely what's up. And of course, we got the burger. The burger. I love me a good bacon cheeseburger, and Wendy's new mushroom garlic cheeseburger is the shit. This is their garlic mushroom burger, everything added to it, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, Asiago cheese, American cheese, you know the drill. I ain't gotta say it twice, or I ain't gotta be nice. I'm about to be naughty and have this burger in my mouth. Look at that. Oh, look at that sexiness. YouTube, look at that sexiness. Pop the top on the bun right there. Oh, yeah. My taste buds are going to Flavor Town 1 second. This is a decadent little bacon cheeseburger, man. Holy shit, Wendy's. Look out. Now, it ain't a sponsor, but it's good. Would I order this exact burger again? Oh, fuck yes, I would. Little mushroom popping out of the sandwich. I like garlic, I like mushrooms. Yeah, especially the magical kind. Okay. This burger is so getting the Cobra seal of approval. I didn't mean to just inhale this burger like that. Goddamn, son. But if you like mushrooms, you like garlic, you're gonna love this new burger at Wendy's, man. Yeah, I smoked that burger to the dome, son. Mind your business. Okay, see, that was so rich in flavor. Like, the garlic aioli, whatever they're doing with that burger, when you mix it with your basic 4 lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions. In my personal opinion, if you want a good bacon cheeseburger, you got to include your veggies. Lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, the basic 4. And a little bit of mayonnaise. That mayonnaise mixed with their garlic sauce on that mushroom burger is... Well, I'll let actions speak louder than words, because I fucking smoked that sandwich, dude, like, no... And then when I added, like, 3 different kinds of cheese to it... Yeah, son, that was tasty. Now I'm going to cleanse my palate with a drink. For adults only, this is some good old Jack Daniels mixed with some delicious Guinness beer. Not a sponsor, that's for 21 and up. That burger was phenomenal, but we about to try the salted caramel frosty. I've heard some good things about this. We got a medium right here. Alright, so we got a spoon. Do we have a spoon? Yes, we do. Would definitely recommend the mushroom garlic burger for sure. If you like mushrooms and you
I gotta put that back.
like garlic with 21 and up. That burger was...
I just want his reaction after he drinks it. Smooth. Right here.
Alright, so we got a spoon right here.
One more time, folks. Indulge me.
Alright, so we got a spoon. Do we have a spoon? Yes, we do.
You know, it's nothing like Jack Daniels, Guinness, and a dairy product to go together.
Would definitely recommend the mushroom garlic burger for sure. If you like mushrooms and you like garlic. Nope. Let's open it. They feel that fucker fat, dude. So that garlic burger was pretty good. I'd order that again. Even though they took the pretzel baconator off the menu, and I was like, sad day. But then they came out with this onion garlic deal, and it's like, damn. Let's try by this caramel frosty, salted caramel frosty action. Oh, look at that. Ice cream. Hold up, I gotta grab another bite of that. Oh, you are a holiday treat. Get over here. Oh, you a cheat day item is what you are. Yo. YouTube, the salted caramel frosty from Wendy's.
Cobes has a cheat date.
Holy shit, is that
It's
good.
cheat day for
rich,
Cobes.
Creamy flavor, vanilla frosty. Followed by a smack to the face of a rich caramel taste. And then like a little bit of salt on the end. Just a little, just enough to tingle your taste buds. Oh, YouTube. Oh my God. Oh, YouTube. YouTube, we gotta close the lid on that situation because it's, oh my God. Licking it off the cup because it's leaking down the side. Okay, YouTube, we're gonna have to readdress the situation here in a second. I'm gonna put this caramel frosty in the freezer. I'm gonna pick up my trash. That frosty was rich in flavor. And I must say, the new salted caramel frosty from Wendy's is so fucking good. Like, if you like caramel flavored things, that is definitely caramel flavor, that is super indulgent. Something sweet and salty to go with that garlic bacon burger. Overall, I would call myself a satisfied customer of Wendy's this fine Saturday. They're like, we know what you want. You want the burger and you want the Frosty. I'm like, yeah. They gave me a spoon to go with it, so the order was perfect. And just the right amount of napkin action, too, because sometimes in fast food restaurants give me too many napkins. I just save them for my next meal. That way they don't go to waste. But yeah, fucking YouTube, Cobra fam, honestly, that was fucking delicious. I would order that meal again. And I bet you dipping the fries in the Frosty would be so fucking good. The only reason I didn't get fries is because I wasn't that hungry, but Wendy's does make good fries, and I bet dipping them in the salted caramel Frosty would be super good. I don't know, do you like to dip your fries in your ice cream or Frosty? Let me know. Some people think it's weird, some people think it's delicious. And grab another sip. Thank you for watching the food review. I'll catch you later.
We'll be right back after these messages.
That my financial backers had a confrontation, let's say, with one or more of the trolls, and made it abundantly clear to them that, yeah, we're going to come after you if you continue to harass Von Hilton. Music to my ears. What do you want me to say? I don't like it? No, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Looks like we're coming up on 1 hour. So before we go, I want to throw something else out there that came to my attention. Apparently, my financial backer, a pillar of the community, had a confrontation with some of my YouTube trolls, or at least one of them. And the story goes, now I don't know this for a fact because I wasn't there, but the story goes that my financial backer more or less told this trolls that if the trolls continue to make their hate videos and continue to harass me in any way, especially after losing my parents, my kids, my wife, and my inheritance, that they would be inclined to throw every one of them in jail. Yes, even in the Netherlands. Yes, even in Canada. Now that was the story as it was relayed to me. That apparently my financial backer made it abundantly clear to these people, you're not fucking with this man anymore. You destroyed his entire goddamn life. You're not fucking with him anymore. And I agree with that sentiment. Now you say, well, Von, why haven't you done this shit yourself? I'm not allowed. The gods forbid me. The gods have me off doing other shit. They said they would handle my personal side, and they've got these pillars of the community now, male and female, by the way, who are doing due diligence in correcting and admonishing my personal affairs. And that's a good thing. And I understand why the gods have done it. The gods are smart, okay? The gods' ways are so far above our ways. The gods have done this so that I don't get a big head and say, oh, look at me, I did this and I did that, and I'm this great thing, That was why they did it. That's why they did it. That's why they allowed these people to have control of my situation, whereas I'm off doing other things like stopping hurricanes or stopping tornadoes or stopping a mudslide or a rock slide or quieting an earthquake or, God forbid Mount St. Helens erupts, but it hasn't yet. So, but if the ring of fire goes up in a blaze of glory, then I guess I'll have to go out there and try to quash that as well, But you know, they got me off doing other things instead of my personal shit. And then they got, you know, these benefactors, these pillars of the community, these financial backers. They're handling my personal shit. It's a good thing. And nobody can come to me and say, well, you know, you did this, you did that. You think you're this, you think you're that. You know, I can't do that, can I? No, because I didn't handle it. The gods have appointed their people to handle that situation and to get it done. And I am all in favor of that. You know, that's just the way it goes. But supposedly that's the story. And so I went on YouTube, and apparently there's not much out there about Von Helton these days. I don't know if any of the old shit is still up. It might still be. I don't know. But I will say this. If that story is true, and my financial backers confronted the trolls, let me make it abundantly clear to the trolls and haters. These financial backers are not bluffing. If you are stupid enough to leave your content up there where you talk about how I raped my wife and I abused my kids and I did this, and you leave that shit up, don't be surprised if you do get a lawsuit in the mail, because you very well could. I'm just throwing that out there right now, you know, because these people are not going to play around with you. They're sure as hell not going to put up with you for no 15 years like I did. That's for damn sure. Of course, most of the reason that I had to put up with you for 15 years is because you did everything in your power to rob me of my money, didn't you? Yeah. Let's get CPS to steal his stimulus checks by illegally detaining his children for 3 years at a mental health facility in London, Kentucky. Then we can charge him child support and take all of his stimulus checks. Huh, guys? Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I got to admit that is a good plan. Problem is that it left me with no fucking money to live on. That's the problem. But the gods have their ways of making things turn around for good in the end. But yeah, I noticed it's gotten awfully quiet in Troll Town. So apparently the rumors are true, that my financial backers have decided to make it clear that they've had enough. And that's nothing. Wait till the female judge gets a hold of all them hard drives in there, where you all are sitting there calling Andrea every filthy name in the book, and all this sexual innuendo and shit. Wait till that female judge gets him hard drives and peruses him hard drives with all that smut and all that filth on there, all those evil conversations and shit, nasty. You know, oh, your husband's raping you. You need to get out of there. Remember the Kenny KPZ video? Dear Von Helton and Andrea. Oh, Andrea, he's going to kill you. You got to get your kid and get out of there. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill you.
Von Helton, you're not going to do shit. All you do is run your toothless mouth about what you're going to do, but yet you do nothing. You claim you're going to have us dealt with by any means necessary. Well, we're waiting. I'm waiting. I don't see nothing happening. Every single video that you make, you dig yourself deeper into this hole that you're not going to be able to get out of. Let's see, what else do I need to address? Let's see, Von Helton's crazy. Mouse, get out of there, run. Head for the hills. Von, get your life together. Von, you're not going to do shit. Now, everybody knows I don't do a lot of vlog videos, and I'm definitely not going to do another Von Helton vlog video, because what's the point? I mean, anything anyone ever says to him, he twists and turns to fit his fantasy world, so it's obvious you can't talk to Von Helton with reason or logic. You can't have an intelligent dialogue with Von Helton. It's impossible. Do something, Von. Do something to better yourself. Shut down the internet, get the fuck off YouTube, and fix your life, man. Because all this bullshit about what you're going to do and how you're going to fucking end the trolls and throw us in jail, it's just a fantasy, man. Nobody's going to jail. Nobody's going anywhere. If anything's going to happen to anybody, it's going to be you, and it's going to be your YouTube account getting shut down. And I mean, if you keep this going, this could end up worse for you, man. Like I said, your wife is posting information on Facebook that can be used against you guys. She's spending 90% of her time on these games. She's leaving posts about how she doesn't want to live anymore, how she can't afford diapers. These are things people can take and send to the proper authorities to have you looked at. But you're too fucking insane to even see that. Get your life together before somebody fixes your fucking pathetic life for you, dude. And Mouse, if you're listening to this for the last time, get your kid, get your shit, get the fuck out of there. I don't care if you got to go to a homeless shelter. Get the fuck out of there. You'll thank me later, you know?
Well, okay, it's been 10 fucking years. Is Andrea dead? Is my kids dead? Oh, so that ended up being a fucking lie, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it did. In fact, I don't even hit a woman. I'm old fashioned. I don't believe in hitting a woman. Now I'll get a woman to beat your ass, but I won't do it because I don't believe in hitting women. I'm old fashioned that way. But yeah, if the rumor is true, it would explain why YouTube has gotten awfully quiet these days. Imagine that. And of course, as I told them, because the gods told me, and I told them, the gods have given you wide latitude to do whatever you need to do to restore my situation back to the way it was, which is exactly what they expressed to me. I expressed that to my financial backers, who were very pleased to hear that, by the way, because unfettered, they can do quite a bit. And that was their concern, is that, well, you're going to impose any restrictions? No restrictions. No restrictions. So if they want to subpoena every one of you motherfuckers down here to the great state of Kentucky and stand in that fucking courtroom, they can do it. They have that ability. Don't fuck with them. Don't push their buttons, because they are not me. And they have the absolute power of the gods behind them. Don't be stupid. But as YouTube trolls, you will be stupid, won't you? You'll be stupid. You're gonna find out the hard way. You're gonna find out the hard way, because I can see it now. Yeah. Oh well, that Von Hillen's lying about these financial backers. They're not this and that. And, they're not gonna. Yeah, and then your ass is gonna go to prison. Remember, boys and girls, my parents are dead, both of them. My wife might as well be dead because she ain't got no brain. And my kids were taken illegally because of you. Stole all my inheritance, stole my stimulus checks, prevented me from getting any source of income. And you don't think your ass is going to go to jail for that? Well, I never called CPS. No, but you aided and abetted those who did, dumbass. Which means you're an accessory. You might want to look that term up. Accessories can go to jail too, not just the killer or the perpetrator. The accessories go to jail too. Maybe not for the same sentence. You might have a lesser sentence, but you're still going to go to jail. So don't be stupid. But I noticed it's gotten awfully quiet. And I thought, well, I did hear a rumor that my financial backers had a confrontation, let's say, with one or more of the trolls, and made it abundantly clear to them that, yeah, we're going to come after you if you continue to harass Von Hilton. Music to my ears. What do you want me to say? I don't like it? No, I love it. I absolutely love it. And the beauty of it is, can't say I did shit, because I didn't do a damn thing. I'm off, stopping mudslides and shit. I'm off doing my thing for the gods. The gods have me busy doing shit. Okay? I got a full plate doing all kinds of shit.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you like eating chicken? Do you like eating butthole? Then bring your happy ass to Clancy's Fried Chicken Butthole Emporium Unlimited.
100% chicken butthole.
That's right, folks. We got big chicken buttholes, little chicken buttholes, moist chicken buttholes, and coming soon to the chicken butthole family, Beef Jerky. We got buttholes so good you'll be licking that shit right off your damn fingers. Woo! Clancy's Fried Chicken Butthole Emporium Unlimited. Come get your butthole. Yeehaw!
Hey guys, what's up? I just had to do a little video here. I don't want to treat it as anything that's serious, because it's not. What's serious in the world is that it looks like we're going into World War III, and the Middle East is setting on fire. It's literally, you know, like brush fires getting set off in the Middle East. That's what really matters. But I just wanted to do a quick video because this woman has been saying that she's never doxed anybody ever. She was on Lolcow Live or some shit with Keemstar. I don't follow that shit. I don't know what the hell that's about. But I just wanted to do a little video saying, Chantal, you are an absolute disgusting fake believer liar. You know why? Because Shanny was doxed not even 2 weeks ago. Right? Do you remember that? You were on your ex, which you say you didn't have a Twitter. God, you just lie about everything. You lie about everything. You see this channel that's up on the screen there? That is a habitual, horrible, pathetic liar. Okay? I saw them saying this to her, like, you know, you doxed Charlie Gold. She did do that. She did the Harambe thing with Charlie Gold. The woman is absolutely fucking repulsive. Everything about her is repulsive. From her looks to her personality, just everything about her is disgusting. But I just wanted to put this forth to the community. I guess Gore World. If you want to use this video, spread this video all over the place, okay? I'm telling you that this woman lies on such a regular basis, she doesn't even realize she's lying. Not 2 weeks ago, she doxed Shanny's number from Cameo because it was me. It was me that DM'd Foodie to encourage her on her weight loss journey and give her some advice of what to do, because I was a fat kid in high school. So I ate salads. I told her, eat salads, big salads, and make that your main meal. And I wish you the best. God bless you. You know, best to you and Salah. Then she takes Shanny's post of this little post about cats and how you absolutely should spay your cat because it can lead to very big health problems if you don't, and they're in heat all the time. That's all Shanny did. She didn't even mention Foodie Beauty at all. She was just pointing out that, yeah, medically speaking, a veterinarian type deal, you should spay your cat. She took that personal because she knew she was doing wrong with that cat, because she's so lazy. She doesn't want to get her ass out of the house just a little while. The apartment with Salah, and he's not there most of the time, don't think. Brother, leave her, dude. Salah, salam alaikum to you, Salah. Okay, she is dishonoring your blood forever. Do you understand that, bro? Do you get that? You know, I know your religion. Okay, I've studied Islam enough. And I know the basics. She is dishonoring your bloodline forever by you being with this freak. She's gross. And you know it, bro. Leave her. Anyway, I just wanted to do this quick video to just simply tell you guys, this woman is the biggest liar, one of the biggest liars I've ever seen. She just doxed Shanny not 2 weeks ago, not even. Shalom.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All righty. Let me adjust my shit here. All right. That's good enough. All right. Obviously, everybody is trying to lose their shit. And so I went outside. It is 8:43 in the evening on Wednesday, 12/11/2024, 8:43 p.m. I got through watching a video by Dan Bongino, who's a former security officer for the U.S. government, Secret Service. And so he's losing his fucking mind, apparently, as is other people. You've got apparently DC is questioning everybody that isn't nailed down. Hey, what the fuck is these things in New Jersey sky? And everybody's like, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Everybody they asked, the FBI, CIA, Interpol, everybody they asked, nobody fucking knows. So I said, all right, everybody's losing their shit. I'll go out and I'll ask my buddies, see what they know. Now, here's what I said. I said, if it's you guys, give me a green light. If it's not you guys, give me a red light. If you honestly do not know, or it's not an extraterrestrial, give me a yellow light. So I go out there and I ask them a question, and they send down one scout ship, one very small scout ship at that. And it blinked yellow a few times, and then it cloaked, and then it was gone again. So what am I to take away from that? Well, I'm to take away exactly what I said. It's not them, and my guys are good guys, all right? And so if it's not them, that's not good, because I'd much rather it be the good guys than the bad guys, right? Now, it's not my guys, all right? Because if it's my guys, I'd have got a green blinking light in the sky, and I didn't. I got a yellow. So it's not them. But then again, it may not be an ET either. Okay? So it very well could be China. Somebody was suggesting, hey, China's letting us know that, they've got technology that they can utilize before the Biden administration goes wafting away, hopefully back to Hades where it came from. I jest, maybe. But anyways, my buddies, they're like, no, man, it ain't us. And it's like, oh shit, because if it ain't them, then I'm concerned, right? Because I know my guys are good guys. So, well, shit, what do you want me to say? I mean, there's not much I can say. I can say it definitely is not my people. Sorry. Now, I know that's probably what a lot of you did not want to hear, because I think a lot of people were wanting want me to weigh in on this, because I got friends in high places, literally. And they're like, dude, it's not us. They flashed yellow. I forget how many flashes it were. I don't know if that's significant. It flashed yellow a few times and then it cloaked. Okay. And it was a very small ship. It was just a scout ship. It flashed yellow a few times and then cloaked again. So it's not my people. Sorry. It's not mine. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear. But I got to tell you the truth. I can't tell you a lie. I've got to tell you the truth. So does this mean it is China or Russia or somebody else, North Korea or whatever? I don't know. I mean, they're obviously not attacking. I would think if it was overtly hostile, they would have attacked by now. I mean, there was, 3 bases. There was a base on one side of the bridge, Air Force base on one side of the bridge, Army base on the other side of the bridge. And then I think there was another base further out that way, away from the bridge. Lots of target of opportunity if it was the enemy. I don't know. I know everybody's losing their shit though, so that's why I'm sitting here talking to you right now. Anybody that's been around me long enough knows that when it comes to national security, I am serious as a fucker. Okay, I'm serious as a motherfucker. I will not fuck around about national security. It's not my people though. Sorry. I mean, it's not my boys. So, I don't know what to tell you. The only thing I can tell you is what I've been telling you. Keep your head on a swivel. Be prepared for anything, because it could be anything. But it's not my people. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not my people. My people are good people. And if it was them, they'd have said, I would have got a green light. Well, sorry, I didn't get a green light. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? So, as I sit here and eat me a dinner, does this mean it's another ET, or it might even be a dangerous ET? Well, that's something that's on the table, isn't it? But is it my boys, the good guys? No, but I do know I need to go get a Mountain Dew because that is a sin. So I'll be right back. Let me play a video while I'm getting me a Mountain Dew. Let me see here what I've got. What have I got?
To the eye were the people who fight.
Citrus flavor Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel, that is. And but I wanted to break in here and do this because I'm watching Dan Bongito's video. He's literally losing his fucking mind because everybody they ask is like, it ain't us, or we don't know. It's like, fuck me, okay, and I know that there are people out there that know that I got friends in high places. And so I went out and asked, and they give me an answer. Quick one, too. I didn't have to wait. They give me an answer real quick. Unfortunately, it was not the answer I was hoping for or that you were hoping for, but so I don't know what to tell you guys. I can tell you it ain't my folks. I mean, I didn't have to wait long at all. As soon as I step out and I ask a question, here's a little tiny scout ship come out, blinked yellow several times, and then cloaked back up and disappeared again. So it's like, well, shit, it's not my people. Sorry, it's not my people. So, could it still be benevolent ETs? Yeah, I reckon it could, because they flashed yellow. So it could still be ETs, but I don't think they're dangerous. Like I said, I mean, I think if they were dangerous or deadly, I think they would have attacked by now, don't you? And they're not. Or again, like Dan Bongito said, like many other people have been saying, could it be the Russians? Could it be the Chinese? Could it be the North Koreans or whatever? Hey, maybe. I don't know. Now, I asked my boys that if they got the spare time, maybe whip a scout ship over there, take a look, see, reconnoiter the area, and see what they can find out. And they, that understand that they are under no obligation to do what I say. That is a recommendation to them. Obviously, their technology is so far above ours, it ain't even fucking funny. And probably with one zap, they could take us out of this world. So, but, they're under no obligation to do what I say at all. But I did say, hey, if you got a free scout ship, got some spare time, you're absolutely losing your mind because you're bored as hell. Maybe shoot a scout ship over there in a Jersey and see what you can see. And if it is some kind of male element and extraterrestrial, find a way to safely disable their stuff and get them the hell out of the AO, or at least, get them to follow you away from the proximity of the United States, if you can. Again, this is not a joke. This is not a laughing matter. Okay, when it comes to matters of national security, I do not fuck around. And so I want to make damn sure that it wasn't my boys that was over there, and it is not. So, I wanted to throw this video up there. And unfortunately, I have to join with the chorus of people saying, I don't know who the fuck it is, because I don't know who the fuck it is. And apparently my ET friends don't know who the fuck it is. It isn't them. And apparently it isn't any of the ETs they know, because if it had been, they would have flashed green, right? Well, they didn't flash green. They flashed yellow. So, again, keep your head on a swivel. Shit's about to get real, probably. Hey, you never know. You never know, man. Well, Bond, could this be the fake alien invasion that Werner von Braun talked about back in the 1950s? Maybe. I know it ain't my boys. So, if you want to see if you can get a hold of Dr. Greer and some of the other people from the Disclosure Project, see what they got to say. But it ain't my boys. That's all I got to say. Darn. But again, if they're dangerous, why ain't they attacked? Maybe they're just observing. I don't know. But I can understand people losing their shit, And I told my boys, I said, now, I'm not going to come to you with bullshit, which I would not. I'm not going to come to you with bullshit either. Not when it comes to national security. So, obviously, I want to get this out so that everybody's got my side of the story nice and straight, right? It's not my boys. Okay. It's not my boys. And yes, we're at the 15 mark. Exactly. So that's 15 minutes. I'm not going to belabor the point. I'm not going to sit here and repeat myself over and over again, because I know some people don't like that shit. But it's not my people. Let me go on ahead and throw up a custom screen here real quick. Pardon me. I'll make it live. I do it live. Pull a Bill O'Reilly and do it live, man. All right. And don't you hate it when you get a piece of corn where you can't get to the damn thing? I hate that. Anyway. Well, let me see here. Let's move that up. Let's move that down. Sometimes
Wait
up,
a minute,
sometimes down.
What
But all the time.
a piece of corn where you can't get it. Isn't it people usually complain about a kernel caught in the teeth? Not a piece of corn in your gum somewhere. What?
Times you turn around. Hey. All right, that looks good. All right, let me save that right quick. We're doing this live. We're pulling Bill O'Reilly and doing it live, so bear with me. Bear with me, folks. We're doing it live. Okay. Now, up here, pull this down. Put this one up. Yeehaw. All right. Yes, I see it's 15 minutes. All right. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for me. But I wanted to break in here and because apparently everybody's losing their shit. And I want to make it unequivocally clear that it is not my people. All right. You're not coming out here and start a bunch of shit with my people. My people are good people. Okay. We are nonviolent. We are not a threat to national security. All right.
You can just say, oh, I'm going to make a 15-minute video so I'm not sitting here repeating myself over and over again, but it's just been a 15-minute video of him repeating himself. Now he's going to recap the repeating himself at the end of this fucking video. Like, it's insanity, folks. It's just fucking insanity. Golly. And I'd like to point out that it's a 15. He knew it was going to be a short video, yet he still insisted. He just couldn't wait to eat. He had to do it on camera. Like, just, folks.
So, I don't know what the hell's going on in Jersey, but it's not my people. And that's the end of the discussion, okay? It's not my people. And so I don't know what to tell you. Except, like I said, keep your head on a swivel. Be prepared for anything. I do not know. Could this be Werner von Braun's fake alien invasion that he kept screaming about back in the 1950s? Maybe. Could it be the deep state? Could it be China? Could it be Russia? Could it be North Korea? Could have, should have.
Who makes video? Who is like, I'm compelled this morning to make a 15-minute video about something I know absolutely nothing about. I'm just making a video to let everybody know I know nothing about this topic. Well, shocker, Vaughn, we're ahead of you. No video that you make, you are knowledgeable about the topic. Anyways.
Woulda, I don't know, but it ain't my people. All right, it's not my people. So, I'm out of here. You have a pleasant day, and better tomorrow. Bye.
John must work weird shadow shifts. No, I work one big, huge fucking shift. That's what I work. One big fucking huge shift.
John, do not tell
I
me
work the fucking
I
shift.
have a feeling you work in a giant warehouse, don't you?
No,
do. Oh, okay.
It's all me, baby.
Oh, you're roofing?
I'm not I can't disclose any information where I work, but I'm doing pretty good. There you go.
Turn your feet.
There you go.
Bracelet there.
Look at those feet, baby.
Is that an ankle bracelet? Yes or no? That's my fucking sock. Is there an ankle bracelet there? No.
Better work. I can't believe Vaughn did that. I'll give the trolls a credit on this one. You need new socks. You need new socks.
You need new socks. Well. My buddies.
All right, we're definitely not watching this one again. Did I put it twice?
We'll be right back after these messages.
I must have.
Oh, what do you got here, Vaughn? What the fuck is this?
Double fish sandwich.
Oh, you motherfucker, you lucky boy.
Fillet of fish is so delicious.
Oh, I love the fish. Oh, fuck yeah. Rub it in.
So flaky. so tangy and creamy. McDonald's Filet-O-Fish
with hot fries and an icy Coke.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Buddy, you have no idea.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
My federal audits. He's been out.
Good morning. Provided all this is
In terms of
around the world, would be right up my alley. Well, and you're making light of a serious subject.
Oh,
No,
look.
not really.
Oh, listen.
Not really.
Listen, good. Oh, what a surprise. He waited till he made a video to eat again. Wow.
I'm well aware of the gravity of the situation. What I am going to make light of, though, is the idea that this wasn't some kind of manipulation on somebody's part. It's just, and many people brought this up, it just fits together way too goddamn easy now, doesn't it? And then the media plays it up and runs with it, Of course, but then again, I can kind of see everybody's point on this because there's good points and bad points all the way around on this. I mean, if the guy is a liberal shithead because he's been raised in Ivy League schools where he's taught that there is no such thing as morality, there is no such thing as right or wrong, there is no such thing as justice. It's one thing to call the man out and then shoot him. That's not what the guy did, was it? No. He just snuck up behind him, shot him in the back. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's not any kind of legitimate, if there is such a thing, vigilantism. He's just a cold-blooded killer at that point. Now, if he had called the guy out and the guy had turned and he had confronted him and said, hey, man, you're a CEO of a company that kills thousands and thousands, if not millions of people every year. What do you think should happen to you because of that? If he had done something like that, called the man out openly, I think he would have got a hell of a lot more respect, provided all this is legitimate and not some staged event. Right? But he didn't do that. At least not that we're aware. What video footage we have just says him sneaking up behind the guy, boom, 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 boom. No confrontation, no calling the guy out. It's just, cold-blooded killing. Well, anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. All you have to do is get in your mind, like I've said millions and millions of times on these videos. All you got to do is put in your mind that whoever that is that you're wanting to kill is no longer a human being. And then it becomes very, very easy to kill them. It's just like abortion, okay? When you go to a young woman and say, hey, you got this piece of flesh inside you, and we're going to cut it out. That puts in your mind certain ideologies and certain thinking. But if you say, hey, that's a baby in your belly, and we're going to kill it, well, that kind of changes the narrative now, doesn't it? So in order to kill something, you have to dehumanize it. Okay. And David Knight brought this out in his show either yesterday or early this morning. I think it was yesterday. He brought out the same thing. I've been screaming about that for years, though. You can't kill something. We as human beings have a higher self. And that higher self prohibits us from killing another human being unless we can justify the use thereof. And one could say that that's ingrained over thousands of years. Okay, perhaps so. But you have to dehumanize that human being, whether it be an infant, a child, or an adult. You have to dehumanize it before you can kill it. All right. Sometimes that's warranted. In the case of children that are trained from birth, literally from birth, to kill people that are not like them, one could argue that that's a justified killing them because that person was literally brainwashed to be nothing but a killer. And so taking that perp out is SOP, that would be complete SOP at that point because they're going to kill you. Well, Vaughn, it's a 5-year-old child. I don't care how old it is. If it's trained to kill you, it's going to find a way to kill you. That's just the way it is. That's reality. Okay. I live in the real world. Yes, I'm a sorcerer. Yes, I practice magic, but I still live in the real world. And in the real world, you got children that are being trained like the so-called Palestinians that everybody's sucking up to. Trained from birth to kill you if you're not one of them. Like I've said a million times, Waleed Shobat, go to his goddamn website and read it. Okay? They're literally trained from birth to kill you. I would love to see all these people that are sucking up to the so-called Palestinians. Go over there and tell them who you are. Tell them you're a Christian or an atheist or a pagan. Or God forbid, Jewish. Go over there. You notice none of the Jews are quick to go over there and side with the Palestinians. They stay right here in the United States. Gee, I wonder why. You want to know why? I can tell you why. Because you go over in Palestine and you face these little children. Because remember, it's about the children, Vaughn. Okay, well, go over there and face that little 5-year-old kid. And when he pulls out a Kalashnikov and shoots you right in the fucking face, then maybe you'll get a fucking clue that these children are evil. They're dangerous. They've been trained from birth to kill your fucking ass. You dummy. But please, go over to Palestine and see how long you last. You last about 5 fucking seconds. That's how long you last. You're an idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, they're so abused. Well, first of all, they don't exist. They were created by Yasser Arafat. And second of all, they'll kill your fucking ass. There was some homosexuals that actually heeded my advice and went over to the Middle East. And you know what happened to the homosexuals? You ready? You ready for this? Are you sitting down? The Muslims grabbed them up, took them to the top of a building, and threw them off a fucking 5-story building. That's what happened to them, you dumb motherfuckers. So please, march your happy ass over there to the Middle East and kiss Muslim ass and see how long you last. Because you ain't going to last very long. You have to understand their mindset. Their mindset is not like yours and mine. Your mindset and my mindset is completely different because we were raised here in the West. Their mindset is completely different from ours because they were raised in the East or the Middle East or the Near East. It's a totally different mindset. Likewise, you have this puke bag liberal Ivy League bullshitter. All right. I'm still questioning whether he actually did it or whether he was a patsy. But the thing of it is, it kind of tracks because liberals are taught in college, that communist institution jokingly referred to as a college. Colleges and universities actually used to be about the truth and used to be based spiritually. And now they're just atheist hellholes promoting communism. But I digress. The point is that going to one of those and sitting under a communist professor and having them pump communism into your fucking brain for 5 years or whatever, 4 or 5 years, 6 years, depends on what you're going after. It's obvious that, when you don't have right and wrong, when you do not have morality, everybody has their own version of truth. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. There's either truth or not truth. There is no, your truth is different from my truth, and my truth is different from that person's truth, and that person over there's truth is different from all of our truth. No, there is black and white, and I'm, I am guilty of seeing this in my own pagan community as well. You got a lot of pagans out there. Oh, everything is shades of gray. Oh, Vaughn, you don't understand. Everything is shades of gray. While admittedly there might be circumstances where that exists, by and large, there is still right and wrong, black and white. And to say there is not makes you a fool. It makes you an idiot. And it also makes you vulnerable. Okay? makes you vulnerable. Makes you extremely, extremely vulnerable. Don't do that. As Robert Downey Jr. famously said, never go full retard. Never. So I mean, you have to understand the key players here. You got a kid that went to Ivy League schools. And supposedly he got in a skiing accident or not a skiing accident, excuse me, a surfing accident. Got into a surfing accident and hurt his back, and they had to put these big long bars in his back. He showed the x-rays, supposedly. And that's another thing too, all these social media is out there. Yeah, isn't it amazing how all that social media just popped up out of nowhere? Where's the thousands and thousands of people, getting on the internet and saying, yeah, man, he had that shit posted for years. It was common knowledge. You don't hear many people saying that shit, though, do you? Where are they all at? They all on holiday? They all take a vacation? They all went to Tahiti for the winter? Did they all go to Tahiti for the winter? Is that what happened? Because, I mean, if he'd have been posting this shit on social media all this time, seems like there would be thousands of people clamoring about it, don't you think? I would. I'd say, okay, well, shit. I mean, he posted this shit, and there it is. And but no, you're not hearing that. And then, of course, there's the unibrow versus the non-unibrow. I've seen him with both pictures, so I don't know. They grab maybe the unibrow is the killer, and he is not, because the picture I've seen of him, he didn't have a unibrow. So maybe the killer is the one with the unibrow. Maybe that's where the confusion lies. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that in order to kill someone, you must dehumanize that person. They're a savage. That was a common phrase back then. Oh, they're savages, or they're evil, or they're dangerous, or they're a killer. And like I said, sometimes it's justified. Now, this CEO, by his actions, has killed thousands, possibly even millions of people with his products. And like I said, if this person had confronted him and said, hey, you're responsible for the deaths of thousands of people on this planet, what do you say in your defense? That would have been a whole different can of worms than just sneaking up behind the guy, boom, 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 boom. But here's the thing I mentioned on True Social, and this is kind of important. You're the CEO of a company that kills people, and you're not wearing a fucking flak vest, body armor. You're not wearing body armor. You're not wearing a flak vest. Why? Why? Why are you not wearing a flak vest, a body armor, suit of body armor? I call a flak vest something different than body armor because, body armor would be like Iron Man, so I kind of differentiate between the two. That's why I call it a flak vest, because somebody asked me the other day, why you call it a flak vest and not body armor? Because body armor would be like Iron Man, to me. I mean, if you're going to wear armor, wear fucking armor, be a fucking knight in shining armor. Hello, the phrase, knight in shining armor. Okay. You're not wearing armor. You're wearing a vest. You're wearing a flak vest. Okay. Something that protects underneath your clothes. Whereas a suit of body armor is something you put over your clothing. Two totally different animals there. And but see, the Americanism kind of meshes the two. But in any event, you're CEO of a company that is killing people, and you're not wearing body armor. You're not wearing a flak vest. Really? Why? I mean, wouldn't that be standard operating procedure? And then you've got supposedly you've got this security guard that has recently come out and said, hey, where was his security detail? Where the hell were they? This is a security guard, kind of like Dan Bongino, who comes out and says, hey, man, where was his security detail for that day? Good question. Good question. They say, well, Vaughn, this is a CEO of a company that kills people. Seems like the media would be the media's darling, you know, because the media seems to love CEOs that kill people. Of course, they like anything that kills people. Remember the media line? If it bleeds, it leads. Yeah. But I'm just, I'm curious about this whole mess. And I had just told somebody on True Social, I said, how they, it's a dry news cycle right now. There's nothing out there, so I can't really say I'd do another video. Well, here we are. We're doing another video because, hey, surprise! Now we got something to talk about. There's actually something in the news that's newsworthy. That's actually interesting. But it's it's fascinating, actually. I'm going to have to do much more research on this because there's so many different things going on and the minutia of it all. And there's several points to look at it from, I mean, you had serious spine injury that left you debilitated, totally ruined your life. This was an Ivy League kid. He was going places, maybe even being groomed for a political position. You never know. And it all got snatched away from him when he had that surfing accident and has them big rods shoved in his back. I could see where that would piss somebody off. I could see where that would make somebody angry. But like I said, where's the confrontation that he had with this man? He didn't do it. He didn't have no confrontation. And so that's the difference. Somebody that has a genuine grievance, a genuine beef, would have confronted him first and then pulled the trigger. And that would have been a whole different can of worms than just sneaking up behind the guy, boom, 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 boom. I asked Bing AI Copilot. I guess I ought to start calling it Copilot because it's got a name now, Copilot. So I asked Copilot, I said, was this man shot in the head? He said, as far as we know, no. Okay, so every shot made was a body shot. So where the fuck was this guy's black vest? Where? That's a damn good question. The guy's a CEO. He knows that his product is killing people, but he doesn't take the precautions. And again, we now have a security guard that has come forward and said, hey, man, we don't know where his security detail was for that evening. Well, that's a damn good question, too. So, a lot of things in this story that just doesn't add up. And like I said, we got one picture of one dude with a unibrow, one without a unibrow. And, then we got pictures of this guy without a unibrow. And it's like, well, fuck, And you got, supposedly two different jackets, but according to David Knight and others, there was another backpack that had the other jacket in it. So, but then again, this guy's got a 130 IQ, almost as high as mine. And yet he returns. Sorry about that. I actually hit the space bar and poof, there I went. But what, he returns to the scene of the crime and he returns with the gun, with the backpack, with the laptop, with all the stuff that he had, the fake IDs. Why would you go to McDonald's with all of that paraphernalia if you're just going there to get a sandwich? Now, one could argue that, supposedly he was working on his laptop when the police arrived. So maybe he was working on his laptop to make another forged document of some kind. I don't know. I wasn't there, which kind of sucks because I'd really love to investigate this because this would be a hell of an investigation. This would be something that would really genuinely be worth my time because there is a lot of minutia here that needs to be unpacked. And very, very fascinating. But I'm just, I'm sitting here thinking, normal people with an IQ that high are not going to go back to the scene of the crime, number one. Number two, they're certainly not going to go back there with the damn murder weapon. You know, and supposedly this guy in court challenges the judge and says, hey, where'd all this money come from that I supposedly had? Apparently he didn't have no money on him. And then all of a sudden he's got like $3,000 or $4,000 in cash and 1,000 of it in foreign currency as well. Why foreign? Why foreign currency? And what kind of foreign currency? Well, I haven't heard anybody say what kind of currency the foreign currency is yet. Have you? Interesting, is it not? I mean, if it's foreign currency, why not just tell us what it is, right? I mean, is it some kind of trade secret?
Was Vaughn talking about the Monopoly money that was found in the backpack? Like, Vaughn has got this whole thing about as straight as he got the Cyrax video. After watching it with his own two beady eyes, he still had to be corrected by Marty. And I guarantee you, if you asked him to recite what exactly happened in those videos, he would still have no fucking clue. I mean, this is what we're dealing with, right?
Fascinating shit. And a lot of things going on in this matter. Were I put on the case, I'd have it solved. This would be fascinating for me. It just doesn't. There's just so much of this shit though that doesn't make any sense. And the guy supposedly had a manifesto. But yet he wouldn't delete any of that shit before he goes out to actually do the deed. I don't understand. The mindset of a killer is different from mine and yours. Their way of thinking is totally different. So in order to truly understand him, you have to put yourself in his mind, how he was thinking, what he was thinking. But again, I could see, being put in a wheelchair for the rest of your fucking life. Be pretty shitty. And supposedly that's what made him snap. I don't know. Maybe it could have. The human brain is a funny thing. And we don't fully understand it. And we never will, because the brain is a product of the gods themselves. Sorry, atheists, but you're never going to find out everything. Sometimes the gods keep things close to the vest. Much to my consternation, unfortunately. But very, very fascinating, this whole thing. My line of thinking on it, like I said, is that he's a fall guy. But then again, as more information comes out, you have to step back and rethink. And it's like, okay, well, now wait a minute. This isn't some conservative guy that they're trying to put this on. This is a liberal that believes there is no such thing as morality, a liberal that believes there is no such thing as right and wrong. And when you paint that picture, that changes the whole damn narrative right there, because then obviously he's going to feel more than justified to kill the guy. Right? Yeah. Especially if he's been altered. Because that's something that's out there too now, is that maybe he was altered. Pardon me. Maybe they MK Ultra'd his ass. That's another possibility. Again, he told the judge flat out, where did all this money come from? I didn't have any money. Thousands of dollars in American money and at least $1,000 in foreign currency. Where did it come from? He's a college student. He's not going to be walking around carrying that much cash on him. Was it money for a job well done? And he doesn't remember because he was under the influence of MK Ultra? It's just like the Columbine shooting, where these two boys get a literal white van full of weapons. Full. A white van. A Ford Econoline, if I remember correctly. Full of weapons. Where did two college kids get, high school kids, college kids, I can't remember which one. Where did two boys get all these fucking weapons from? Oh, well, they got them from his dad. Yeah, bullshit. What, his dad's got a fucking arsenal? No. There's something else at play here, isn't there? Yeah. Question the answer. That's all what the question is all about. It's about questioning the answer that they want you to hear, the answer that they give you, especially the media, because the media is not your friend. They should be. The media should be impartial, but they're genuinely not. And like I said, they have a long-standing policy: if it bleeds, it leads. And so anything doing with killing or maiming or brutalizing, it's going to be front page. That's just the reality. So, but a fascinating situation and turn of events. Well, Vaughn, if you think it's murder, why are you not shedding any tears for the CEO? He's a killer too. But instead of using a gun, he uses chemicals. But he's a killer too. I'll be flat out honest with you. From my perspective, it's just one killer killing another killer. Why me worry, as Alfred E. Newman used to say on Mad Magazine. Why me worry? It's a killer killing another killer. And it was funny. Funny in a joking way. I was sitting there going over this, and the gods are like, hey, click on this. I click on it, and it's the song Killers by Iron Maiden. It's like, goddamn, okay, I guess you guys want me to talk about this. Yeah, okay. Yes. But this is right up my alley, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And fascinating stuff, though. But I'll tell you, I want to believe, and still do to an extent, that something does smell. But is the guy the one that did it? That's a good question. That's a really good question. And if the manifesto turns out to be legit, and it says what it says, that he was disgruntled, that, he had no right from wrong, no morality from being trained under these communist professors, that would make sense why it would be easy for him to sneak up behind somebody and boom, 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 without confronting them. But again, where was the CEO's flak vest? Where the fuck was it? And where was his security detail? A lot of questions. A lot of questions that the media has not addressed. A lot of questions that even the pundits have not addressed. And, as far as the system just wants to prosecute someone and throw them in jail. That's all the system gives a damn about. Does the system even give a fuck about the truth anymore? No, not really. Not really. If they got somebody that's close enough for government work to fit the description of the perp, then by God, throw his ass in jail. Call it a day. That's the system we have anymore. The system used to be about seeking the absolute truth, but not anymore. Not anymore. Nobody knows that better than me. A man walks into a court of law with 2 fake documents and he's not sitting in a jail cell for multiple felony accounts? Really? And then on top of it, he kills 2 people, destroys a 3rd person, tries to kill a 4th person, and manipulates 2 courts of law, and he's not in a jail cell? Really? So yeah, the system is as we say in the military, FUBAR, fucked up beyond all recognition. It is FUBAR. And it just is. The system needs to be revamped, I guess. But interesting stuff. But it's funny. I just gotten through telling somebody, yeah, there ain't no news out there, because they'd ask me, said, what are you doing a video? I said, well, ain't no news out there. Well, surprise. Now we got something to talk about. We got something to talk about this morning. But yeah, interesting. 130 IQ. I wonder if the trolls will say he had too high of an IQ also. Right, trolls? Yeah. Oh, Von Hilton couldn't possibly have a 190 IQ. This guy's got a 130. Fuck you. This guy's got a 130 confirmed. So fuck you, dumbasses. Besides, a 190 isn't shit. Neither is a 130. Now, when you get up in the 200s, okay, then you can, then you're saying something. But a 190, a 130, a 150, no. Remember, folks, you start at 100, right? You don't start at 0, you start at 100. And then go up from there. Because it's an accenting and descending scale. Okay? So you start at 100 and you can go down from that or you can go up from that, depending upon how you are viewed by your peers and how you react to your peers and how you act in opposition of your peers. For example, and I've explained this many times, but I'll explain it again. All right. Not every 5-year-old kid is out there reading Shakespeare. All right. They're just not. And so obviously that's going to get the attention of the principal and the teachers and the counselors. They're going to want to know, well, hey, why is this one boy reading Shakespeare at age 5 when many adults are having trouble reading Shakespeare? I had people tell me that said I'm an adult and I can't even read Shakespeare. I said, yeah, well, it takes, it's an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste, especially Macbeth. Holy fuck. But so that is the precedent for saying, okay, well, we need to check this kid's IQ. See, here he's sitting there, he's correctly spelling every dinosaur's name. He's able to tell you about the planets in the solar system. And he reads Shakespeare. That's not a normal 5-year-old kid. A normal 5-year-old kid is pulling girls' pigtails and throwing spitwads. That's a normal 5-year-old kid, you know. So obviously there's something different about this guy. That's the impetus for the IQ. It has nothing to do with math. It has nothing to do with science. It has nothing to do with aptitude test. Okay. See, this is where the trolls get confused. They try to associate an aptitude test with an IQ test. They're not the same thing. Totally non-compatible. All right. The IQ test is how different you are from your peers. Obviously, reading Shakespeare at age 5, whereas most kids can't even tell you, you know, what run, spot, run is. That would make you several levels above your peers. And it's because of that, in fact, that I got a lot of resentment in school. I got a lot of teasing, a lot of hazing, all kinds of bullshit, because I was a cut above. You know, and I'm not saying that to be a braggart, by the way, because that's what the trolls would say. Oh, he's bragging now. No, I wish. I wish I could. I wish I could, because that was a life that nobody should have had to go through, in my opinion. But in any event, but my parents wanted me to be a normal kid. They could have sent me to Ivy League schools. They could have put me in the best institutions. They chose not to. They chose to live normal lives. Dad got a normal working job. Mom got a normal working job. You know, they chose to live normal lives. They could have lived lavish. They could have lived in a mansion. They chose not to. They chose to send me to normal schools instead of Ivy League schools, which I'm kind of glad they did, because it grounded me, you know, with lots of common sense and very little, you know, look at me, how great I am and all that, you know. That kind of activity detests me. I'm sorry, it just does. It just did. I get really bent over people acting that way, because everybody on this planet is here for a reason and a purpose. The gods say so. And so, you know, who am I to say why somebody is here or whether I'm superior to that person or not? I may be superior in the fact that, you know, I was able to quote Shakespeare at 5 years old, whereas they could not. But they might be good at something that I'm not, such as needlepoint. You know, some chicks are really good at needlepoint. You know, am I good at needlepoint? Fuck no, I suck at needlepoint. Okay, you follow me? The adage I learned years and years ago as a child, and it stuck with me for all my life, and I've never forgotten it, is that everyone is a leader. Everyone. And that's where a lot of societies fail, because they don't understand that everyone is a leader. And they don't encourage that, and they don't push that everyone is a leader. Because if they did, society would be booming. Society would be awesome right now. Because everyone is a leader. Everyone has something that they're good at that you are not good at. And you need to find that thing, hone it, turn it into a business, hey, where you can make some money, but also as something that you enjoy. A job is something you do that you detest. A career or a business is something that you do because you actually enjoy it and because you actually pursue that line of thinking or that line of reasoning. Which brings me to the CEO again. Because it certainly was a career for him, wasn't it? I mean, he's making billions of dollars, killing people. He must have loved his work. Right? Yeah. Makes you wonder. It makes you, you know, if it doesn't, if something, if I'm not on here and I make you think, I've failed, because that's my purpose, is to make you think. I'm here to make you think. I'm here to make you grow as a person. Because the more we think about things, the more we dissect things and parse things out and you know, come to the various conclusions that we do, is because it helps us to grow as a person. And to not be so narrow-minded and tunnel-visioned like most people are. Unfortunately, the society that we have today has made a lot of people get a huge case of tunnel vision where they only see one way. The three monotheistic religions come to mind. Oh, it's Christianity. The fuck, dude? It's Christianity or bust, you know, or it's Judaism or bust, or it's Islam or bust. No. You live in a world with multifaceted individuals. So no, it is not. You are not an island unto yourself. Unless the government wants you to be, and then they just kill your ass. Yeah, oops. You know, but that is the way. If societies would look at everyone as a potential leader and then cultivate that when they're young, the society we would have today would be absolutely phenomenal. Because we would find those Einsteins, we would find those Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. We would find Einstein. We would find, Bernoulli. We would find Tchaikovsky. We would find Beethoven. We would find these people, because we would be cultivating creativity and imagination and independent thought and wondrous ideology and thinking. Never rob a child of that. Never. Because you rob a child when you take that away from them. And what does communism and socialism do? It robs you of that, doesn't it? Yeah. Socialism, communism, and fascism, they rob you of your creativity, of your individualism. You're not an individual anymore. You're part of a mesh. You're part of the Borg. Fuck the Borg. Fuck the Borg. I like being an independent thinker. And I especially like thinking outside the box, because that's where the answer mostly lies a lot of times. A lot of times that's where the answer lies, is outside the norm of what everybody else is thinking. Because the person that did what they did were thinking outside the box when they did it. And so if you go with a preconceived notion, oh, well, X, Y equals Z, and the guys over there, no, X, Y equals Q, here it is. Well, you're not going to get the answer, are you? No. Because the person that made the answer knew exactly what the hell they were doing, and they weren't using conventional wisdom. See, that's the difference. That's the key. All right. It looks like we're coming up on 1 hour. So before we go, I want to throw something else out there that came to my attention. Apparently, my financial backer, a pillar of the community, had a confrontation with some of my YouTube trolls, or at least one of them. And the story goes, now I don't know this for a fact because I wasn't there, but the story goes that my financial backer more or less told this trolls that if the trolls continue to make their hate videos and continue to harass me in any way, especially after losing my parents, my kids, my wife, and my inheritance, that they would be inclined to throw every one of them in jail. Yes, even in the Netherlands. Yes, even in Canada. Now that was the story as it was relayed to me. That apparently my financial backer made it abundantly clear to these people. You're not fucking with this man anymore. You destroyed his entire goddamn life. You're not fucking with him anymore. And I agree with that sentiment. Now you say, well, Vaughn, why haven't you done this shit yourself? I'm not allowed. The gods forbid me. The gods have me off doing other shit. They said they would handle my personal side, and they've got these pillars of the community now, male and female, by the way, who are doing due diligence in correcting and admonishing my personal affairs. And that's a good thing. And I understand why the gods have done it. The gods are smart, okay? The gods' ways are so far above our ways. The gods have done this so that I don't get a big head and say, oh, look at me, you know, I did this and I did that, and I'm this great thing, you know. That was why they did it. That's why they did it. That's why they allowed these people to have control of my situation, whereas I'm off doing other things like stopping hurricanes or stopping tornadoes or stopping a mudslide or a rock slide or you know, quieting an earthquake or, you know, God forbid Mount St. Helens erupts, but it hasn't yet. So, you know, but if the ring of fire goes up in a blaze of glory, then I guess I'll have to go out there and try to quash that as well, you know. But you know, they got me off doing other things instead of my personal shit. And then they got, you know, these benefactors, these pillars of the community, these financial backers, they're handling my personal shit. It's a good thing. And nobody can come to me and say, well, you know, you did this, you did that. You think you're this, you think you're that. You know, I can't do that, can I? No, because I didn't handle it. The gods have appointed their people to handle that situation and to get it done. And I am all in favor of that. You know, that's just the way it goes. But supposedly that's the story. And so I went on YouTube, and apparently there's not much out there about Von Helton these days. I don't know if any of the old shit is still up. It might still be. I don't know. But I will say this. If that story is true, and my financial backers confronted the trolls, let me make it abundantly clear to the trolls and haters. These financial backers are not bluffing. If you are stupid enough to leave your content up there where you talk about how I raped my wife and I abused my kids and I did this, and you leave that shit up, don't be surprised if you do get a lawsuit in the mail, because you very well could. I'm just throwing that out there right now, you know, because these people are not going to play around with you. They're sure as hell not going to put up with you for no 15 years like I did. That's for damn sure. Of course, most of the reason that I had to put up with you for 15 years is because you did everything in your power to rob me of my money, didn't you? Yeah. Let's get CPS to steal his stimulus checks by illegally detaining his children for 3 years at a mental health facility in London, Kentucky. Then we can charge him child support and take all of his stimulus checks. Huh, guys? Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I got to admit that is a good plan. Problem is that it left me with no fucking money to live on. That's the problem. But the gods have their ways of making things turn around for good in the end. But yeah, I noticed it's gotten awfully quiet in Troll Town. So apparently the rumors are true that my financial backers have decided to make it clear that they've had enough. And that's nothing. Wait till the female judge gets a hold of all them hard drives in there, where you all are sitting there calling Andrea every filthy name in the book, and all this sexual innuendo and shit. Wait till that female judge gets him hard drives and peruses him hard drives with all that smut and all that filth on there, all those evil conversations and shit, nasty. You know, oh, your husband's raping you. You need to get out of there. Remember the Kenny KPZ video? Dear Von Helton and Andrea. Oh, Andrea, he's going to kill you. You got to get your kid and get out of there. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill you. Well, okay, it's been 10 fucking years. Is Andrea dead? Is my kids dead? Oh, so that ended up being a fucking lie, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it did. In fact, I don't even hit a woman. I'm old fashioned. I don't believe in hitting a woman. Now, I'll get a woman to beat your ass, but I won't do it because I don't believe in hitting women. I'm old fashioned that way. But yeah, if the rumor is true, it would explain why YouTube has gotten awfully quiet these days. Imagine that. And of course, as I told them, because the gods told me, and I told them, the gods have given you wide latitude to do whatever you need to do to restore my situation back to the way it was, which is exactly what they expressed to me. I expressed that to my financial backers, who were very pleased to hear that, by the way, because unfettered, they can do quite a bit. And that was their concern, is that, well, you're going to impose any restriction? No restrictions. No restrictions. So if they want to subpoena every one of you motherfuckers down here to the great state of Kentucky and stand in that fucking courtroom, they can do it. They have that ability. Don't fuck with them. Don't push their buttons, because they are not me. And they have the absolute power of the gods behind them. Don't be stupid. But as YouTube trolls, you will be stupid, won't you? You'll be stupid. You're gonna find out the hard way. You're gonna find out the hard way, because I can see it now. Yeah. Oh well, that Von Hillen's lying about these financial backers. They're not this and that. They're not gonna. Yeah, and then your ass is gonna go to prison. Remember, boys and girls, my parents are dead, both of them. My wife might as well be dead because she ain't got no brain. And my kids were taken illegally because of you. Stole all my inheritance, stole my stimulus checks, prevented me from getting any source of income. And you don't think your ass is going to go to jail for that? Well, I never called CPS. No, but you aided and abetted those who did, dumbass. Which means you're an accessory. You might want to look that term up. Accessories can go to jail too, not just the killer or the perpetrator. The accessories go to jail too. Maybe not for the same sentence. You might have a lesser sentence, but you're still going to go to jail. So don't be stupid. But I noticed it's gotten awfully quiet. And I thought, well, I did hear a rumor that my financial backers had a confrontation, let's say, with one or more of the trolls, and made it abundantly clear to them that, yeah, we're going to come after you if you continue to harass Von Hilton. Music to my ears. What do you want me to say? I don't like it? No, I love it. I absolutely love it. And the beauty of it is, can't say I did shit, because I didn't do a damn thing. I'm off, stopping mudslides and shit. I'm off doing my thing for the gods. The gods have me busy doing shit. Okay. I got a full plate doing all kinds of shit. Keeping these motherfuckers at bay. 15 goddamn holy shit. 15 degrees below zero in a fucking southern state? Really? Give me a break. So yeah. I got a full plate. I got plenty to do. And the guys said, we'll handle your personal shit. And they did. They got these people. These people are now in charge. They handle it however they see fit. And if that means putting you all behind bars, so be it. That's fine with me. Anyway, we are at the 1 hour mark. Actually, 110? Yeah, 110. We're actually at 110, so we're going to get out of here. Rennie 1010. Does anybody know Ren 1010? No, you don't. You're too young. Sit down. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here and win. But yeah, fascinating. The story itself is fascinating. Obviously the circumstances behind it are kind of grotesque, but the story itself is fascinating because there's just so many ways this thing can go, and the minutia of it, just fascinating. It really is. Anyway, like I said, jury's still out. whether this guy really is a killer. He could be a fall guy, but, I mean, if he is a leftist, leftist ideology says there is no absolutes. There is no right and wrong. And so for him to kill somebody is absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So, maybe he is the killer after all. Who knows? But it's interesting. But I see, my first thinking of this whole thing was that, oh, well, this is, they grabbed some patriotic American and, they're trying to make this stick on this guy. But that's not the case. He ended up being a liberal, and a rich liberal at that. Now, I don't know what his parents' net worth is, but, supposedly they're rich beyond avarice. Are they richer than my parents were? I don't know, but they're rich. So that changes things, doesn't it? As you get more information, you have to revise and extend your remarks, as they say in politics, to say, okay, well, we got this new information now. Let's back up. Let's reassess our situation, see what kind of conclusion we come up with now. And it may turn out he has an identical twin or some shit. Obviously, if that pops up, then that's going to be a factor. There's a lot of things to think about when doing a legitimate case. A lot of things that most people probably gloss over or overlook. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a pleasant day and better tomorrow. Bye.
That's a good spot where we're going to land it. We're going to land it right here. A little bit earlier, yet again, a little bit earlier. So, enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Do something a little different for the next half hour. But that's all we got for this evening, and I think that's quite enough, folks. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. And, if you don't mind thumbsing it up, I sure would appreciate it. You can join us over on MeWe, of course, our Discord, where we hatch our schemes and keep up with the latest in lulz, folks. We will keep you informed. Hit the subscribe button if not already. All that YouTube stuff. Anyways, thanks for coming out. I do appreciate it. Like I said, we do have a Christmas special coming up. You don't want to miss that. And of course, the year in review, where we reveal who is this year's recipient of the golden lulz cow, folks. The coveted golden lulz cow. I want you to think hard about that. But anyways, have a good night and a better tomorrow.